Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm always going to say it, and I'm going to say it again. Can't get pissed off at another winning day. Unfortunately, we
Got
got
clipped by one.
that 14 parlay. We had the Tigers inside of that thing. They would have cashed that thing. It would have been an 18% hit day. We're going to let it go. It was one we needed, but you know what? We're still consistent. We still capped off another winning day. We hit our whale bet. We had the Mariners. That cashed a 5-1 victory. We had them on the run line. So that was a plus value play on top of that on the run line. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back up to 60% profit dating back to 5 Mondays ago. Absolutely dialed in right now. Just so you guys know, you're tuned into the Dirty 630 show. We are DocSports.com. I'm Griffin Murphy. Alongside me to my left or right is Nick Menken. Boys are back in action. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. We record this show Monday through Friday. We try to get it up by 1 p.m. Eastern time. Before we go any further, Nick, how the premiums go over at the website? What do you got on tap over at Doc Sports today?
Yeah, premiums went well. Obviously, no NHL or NBA, but yesterday on the baseball diamond, we went 2-1, and we hit the Boston Red Sox there on the alternative run line, plus 200 there, folks, against the New York Mets. Got the job done, 3-1 in that one. We are coming back tonight with a 6-unit best bet. That is a part of a 3-pack on the diamond. And as well, I have an NBA 2-unit play. I am passing in the NHL. I got a big play here for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And also, I have my 7-unit prop, MLB pitching prop. That goes off at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My last 7-unit with Jack Flaherty strikeouts. We smacked his over. It was at 4.5. He had 6, I believe, in that one. So we're locked and loaded on the baseball diamond again. Griff, what do you got going on today, my man?
Dude, I've been absolutely, you know what? I'm stone hot right. I'm red hot right now. Stone cold, red hot. I'm 11-3 right now in my last 2 days across all sports. Yesterday was actually a down day in baseball. I went 1-2 yesterday. The day prior, though, I did go 4-1. Smacked. I'm back. I hit back-to-back WNBA plays. Currently on an $800 run. 2-0 in my last 2. 3-0 in my last 3 prop selections. Cashed a 2-unit best bet for plus 135 yesterday with Devers. So today, back in action, I'm corking a 7-unit daily prop best bet. That is in the NBA hardwood. That play goes off at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So tap in, as mentioned, 3-0 my last 3 selections. Currently on a $7,300 profit run when it comes to my plays graded 4.0. And I want to say $3,000 when it comes to my last 120 prop selections across all cylinders. I do have a 4-unit best bet when it comes to NHL tonight. I did pass on the NBA hardwood. I want to see how this series kind of plays itself out. But I do have a player prop inside of that, which I absolutely love. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we just mentioned, Nick has a 7-unit prop. Nick, you have a 6-unit NHL as well?
Baseball.
6-unit MLB play as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are looking to get on any of these 3 top selections for absolutely free, you can intertwine them, swap them out with our premium selections, or if you guys want to use them as our whale bet, by do so, all means, head on over to docsports.com/free60. There you can go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on our premium selections, our absolute best bets. If you guys want to get in on some MLB action, Nick's got a 6-unit fired up. If you guys want to get on our 7-unit props, go ahead and use that link. Go grab yourself a free $60 account. Now, blazing sauce today, Nick. What do we got? I mean, we capped off today. Are we coming back with it?
Leave it in the comments. I love the comments yesterday. The fire, the sauce. We're sticking with the blazing hot sauce here, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. We have 4 parlays in this system. 2 2-team parlays. We have 1 3-team parlay and 1 granddaddy of them all, Hail Mary parlay. Yes, a Hail Mary parlay doesn't hit often, but yesterday we got clipped by one. Griffin and I will go off increments of $100. Stick to your wrist, ladies and gentlemen. We're up. You're getting profits in that account. Stick to your wrist. And there was a comment. I'll let Griffin go on this one. There was a comment yesterday about when is the right time to up the unit size. Griff, before you do so, talk to me about the whale bet and then talk to me about when we could start juicing it up on the risk.
Yeah, so I saw that comment as well, and we both obviously talked about it yesterday. When do we tell everybody when to rinse their accounts and to start back over? So our main plan is to do that when we start the extra Dirty 630 show. That is the initial plan. But with that being said, we are currently up 60% right now. If you guys haven't rinsed your accounts yet, you need to go and rinse your accounts and start fresh with a brand new account. But on top of that, right now, say we are to cash throughout this week. Me and Nick have realized this. We've been doing this show now with you guys dating back all the way to February. So we know now we need to start accounting for you guys to let you know when we rinse our accounts. So going further, we are going to let you guys know when it is time to rinse. I mean, any day we smack for 20%. Like yesterday would have been a prime example. If we hit that whale bet yesterday, along with that 4% or that 4-team parlay for 18%, that's an automatic rinse day. So going further, I appreciate that comment. And that's why we ask you guys to do this type of stuff. Please comment. Let us know what you're thinking. You know, it's just me and Nick. We're in our own heads. We don't know what the public speculation is across all of these things. So the comments help us tremendously. Just getting back to it. Yes, we will be going further, letting you guys know when to rinse your account. Say today we smack for 20%. That's an automatic rinse. Tomorrow when we get on the Dirty 630 show, we will address that and let you guys know we've just rinsed our profits. You can do so if you want to. If you guys want to keep building the account and just kind of stack it, stack compound, you can do it however you choose. We don't play that way. We rinse and repeat. So we will address that going further once we smack the next 20% day, which I have a feeling it's coming today. Now, getting back to it, let's get down to the whale bet here. So as Nick mentioned, in the system, we give out 4 parlays. Inside of this system, you will be risking 1% on each parlay. Our whale bet, that is a 5% individual shot. So to say we are to lose all 4 of those parlays at 1%, we will be risking 5% on our individual selection shot. And if that play hits, we're automatically in profit 1% on the day. Prime example of yesterday. We dropped all 4 of our parlays. We hit with the Mariners. We ended up cashing. And it wasn't just 1%. It was like 1.2%, whatever the odds were. I think it was like plus 125. I got to go check that out on my ticket on my phone once we finish up with this show. But with that being said, you guys know the system. You know the rules. I will get into the volatility later on in the system. But it's time to get dousey, baby. It's time to get drenched. We're going in. We're on the diamond. It is parlay time. Game number 1. We got the Chicago Cubs minus 145 on the money line, rolling into Miami to play the Marlins. Total sitting at 8.5. We're headed right back into the series as Chicago's coming off a high-scoring loss last night. Tonight. James Tallien gets the start for Chicago. He's got a 4.53 ERA. He's backed by the number 1 producing offense in baseball, Chicago. They're also 3rd in hits, 7th in team batting average, and 5th in home runs. Ryan Weathers gets his 2nd start of the season for the Marlins tonight with just 5 innings of work. It's going to be a tough night for Weathers with my expectations, as I expect Chicago to take game 2 of this 3-game set. Give me the Cubbies here on the money line, odds minus 145. Boom. I believe I just called them the Cubbies. God damn it. Go next.
I love it. Hey, it's changing on you. The Sox, now you're terrible, turning into a fan. I love it. Game 2 here. We got the New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers here. That total sitting at 8.5. The Rangers, they just dropped their last game on Sunday against the Houston Astros in that one 4-3. They will have Patrick Corbin on the mound in this game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Southpaw, 3-2 record in his last outing. He picked up a win against the Colorado Rockies. He went 6 innings of work, 4 hits, and 3 earned runs. Corbin, he's a lefty that allows a lot of runs when he pitches. Now he's going up against this powerhouse lineup in the New York Yankees when Warren will be on the mound here for the Yankees. He's got a 2-2 record this season. He's been inconsistent, but I think he absolutely comes out and shoves against this Texas Rangers team who just struggles offensively to score runs. I think the bats stay hot for the New York Yankees here. Give me the Yankees on the run line minus 1.5 over the Texas Rangers. So for our first 2-team parlay, we are taking the Cubs money line and we are taking the Yankees on the run line minus 1.5 at odds of plus 200. Let's head on over to our second 2-team parlay. We got the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox here. That total sitting at 8.5. In game 1, the Mariners won yesterday 5-1. Now the White Sox, they'll have Bryce Wilson back on the mound. He is currently 0-2 in his last start. It was against the Reds. He went 5.1 innings of work. He allowed 10 hits and 7 earned runs. The way the Seattle Mariners have been hitting the baseball here, producing runs. Yes, the Seattle Mariners producing runs on the offensive side. I love them early here against Wilson, who has an ERA sitting at a 6. Give me the Mariners here in the first 5 innings over the Chicago White Sox. Griff, hit him with game number 2.
Game number 2, staying on the diamond, we got the Cincinnati Reds minus 150 on the money line, rolling into Pitt to play the Pirates. Total sitting at 7.5. Pittsburgh's just a brutal offense, and they've proved it again last night after a 7-1 beatdown. Tonight, they've got to deal with Nick Martinez. He backs Cincy with a 3.66 ERA and 44.2 innings of work. Martinez can also be dominant with a 37-11 strikeout to walk diversification. That is very strong. Pittsburgh's a perfect match for Martinez in my eyes, and I have no issue laying this juicy money line at -150. I believe this is a fair line, and the edge is heavily in Cincinnati's favor here tonight. Give me the Reds here on the money line, odds of -150. So for our two-team parlay, we'll be taking the Mariners first 5 innings. We will be taking the Reds money line, odds of +165. I need to check on that odds really quick. I will go back and do that. But I do want to touch up, as always, I do it every single show. Volatility of this system, ladies and gentlemen, dating back to February. You should not have changed a damn thing, as we just touched up on it in this show. Do not change anything going further. We got you guys covered when it's time to repeat or rinse and repeat. But if your 1% was $5 dating back to February, the end of February when we started the 3630 show, your 1% should still be $5. Your $25 was your whale bet at $25, 5% should still be $25 at 5%. Don't change a damn thing. This is the benchmark. This is the starting mark to today's show, where we're going to now start teaching you guys how to address these profits and how to rinse them and what to do with them. I'm not going to tell you what to do with them, but I'm going to tell you when to rinse your damn profits. Getting back into action, we're on the hardwood. Parlay number 3, our 3-team parlay. We've got the Minnesota T-Wolves rolling into OKC to play the Thunder. Total sitting at 217.5. Minnesota, they just torched Golden State in 5 games, and they should come into this matchup well rested. On the other flip of the coin, OKC just finished an insane 7-game series against Denver. They torched them in Game 7, to say the least. Minnesota, they have rest advantage, but OKC, they're by far the better team in my eyes. We may see a bit of a slowdown out of OKC tonight, as we're aware how poised this T-Wolves defense can be, and we're aware that this OKC team could be exhausted in tonight's matchup. Let's drill the under at 217.5, as I believe this is going to be a very competitive, tight matchup. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, take the under 217.5 total points scored in tonight's matchup in game number 1. Nick, game 2.
Game 2, same game here in the NBA. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder, -7 for the Thunder here. The Thunder coming off a Game 7 against the Nuggets. They are going to be tired here. The Timberwolves got their rest against the Golden State Warriors. This matchup to me is going to be a lot closer than people expect here. The public's going to see what the OKC Thunder did in their last game at home. Give me the points with the Minnesota Timberwolves +7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
We got 9 minutes.
And for our third and final game here of this 3-legger, we're going
Hold
back
up, baby.
We got the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox here. The New York Mets -130 here on the money line. That total sitting at 8.5. The Mets, they are on a 2-game losing streak here. They just lost yesterday to the Boston Red Sox 3-1. Now Clay Holmes will be back on the mound here. He's got a solid record sitting at 5-2 here on the season. He'll make up for it though. He's got Walker Buehler going up against him. 4-1, been solid all season long. I think it's time for these Mets to get back onto that winning column and to get to Walker Buehler here. Give me the New York Mets on the money line over the Boston Red Sox for 3-team parlay. We are taking the under in the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder of 217.5 points. We are taking the Minnesota Timberwolves +7 over the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we are taking the New York Mets money line at odds of +570, ladies and gentlemen. Now for our Hail Mary grand.
We got to get this one.
Come on, let's go on the ice. Let's go to Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes -130 here on the money line. That total sitting at 5.5. We got game 1 here, and the public knows how good the Carolina Hurricanes play at home. Florida, they're coming off a Game 7 here against Toronto, but this Panthers team, they're relentless here. They're going to come in here to Carolina and try to steal this game 1. The public's going to be all over Carolina because Florida Panthers just played a Game 7. They're thinking their legs are tired. I think wrong. I think they come in here in Carolina. They put a beat down to them. They beat them up here in the first game, and they get the win. Give me the Florida Panthers here over the Carolina Hurricanes for game 1. Griff, hit him with game 2.
Game 2 shifting back to the Diamond Atlanta Braves -180 on the money line, rolling into Washington to play the Nats. Total sitting at 8.5. Spencer Strider gets his second start of the 2025 season with an 0-1 record and just 5 innings of work. Strider did show some dominance in his first outing. He had 5 strikeouts and just 1 walk. Strider hasn't fully pitched since the 2023 season, where he went insane, 20-5. He had 86 innings of work, 281 strikeouts, 57 walks, and a strong 3.86 ERA. I believe Strider has already showed signs of getting back to this dominance after his first outing in Toronto. Atlanta, they're playing good baseball right now. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games, while Washington, they're just 10-12 at home, and that's no means a threat to me. Take the Braves here on the run line, odds of for game number 2. Nick, game 3.
Game 3, staying on the diamond, we got the Los Angeles Angels and the Athletics here. The Athletics minus 160, that total sitting at 10.5. We got Kyle Hendricks on the mound for the Los Angeles Angels. I'm very familiar here with him, folks. He played with the Cubs. He's either Greg Maddux hitting his spots or he gets absolutely rocked here. This Athletics team has improved on the offensive side. I think they come out and give Kyle Hendricks a beating in this one. Don't overthink it. Take the Athletics money line over the Los Angeles Angels. Griff, hit it with game 4.
Game 4 closing down. We got the San Diego Padres minus 125 on the money line, rolling into Toronto to play the Blue Jays. Total sitting at 8.5. San Diego, they come into this game 27-18 and currently second in the NL West. San Diego's in a rut right now. They've lost 3 consecutive games, and they're just 11-10 on the road. Toronto 6-4 in their last 10 games. Tonight, they're backed up by Chris Bassett. Bassett's very solid pitcher. He's got 51.1 innings of work, 55 strikeouts, 10 walks, and a stellar 3.16 ERA. I know we bag on Toronto a lot because they don't put up a lot of runs offensively, but Dylan Cease gets a start for San Diego tonight, and he's been a huge liability for this pitching rotation with a posted 4.60 ERA. Give me the Blue Jays plus value at home here, odds of plus 105. So for our parlay, we are taking the Panthers on the money line. We're taking the Braves on the run line. We're taking the Athletics on the money line. We're taking the Blue Jays on the money line. Odds of plus 1,195. And ladies and gentlemen, we always touch up on this, and we appreciate it. We don't have a ton of time here. We got to get on Docs Daily in 5 minutes. Please, drop them firebombs.
Drop them comments.
They only help us long term. Yesterday, it was a huge hit. They've been a huge hit. We appreciate it tremendously. So please keep commenting, like, subscribe. We get this show posted Monday through Friday by 1 p.m. Eastern time. Turn on those notifications. Smash that subscribe button. Do all that crazy stuff. It's time to get the bow and the arrow out, baby. The one we live and die by. Staying on the diamond. Kansas City Royals rolling into San Fran to play the Giants. Giants minus 150 on the money line. Total sitting at 7.5. We have a low total at 7.5 here. Hayden Birdsong gets the start for San Francisco. We're aware of Kansas City. They're pathetic offensively. And this season, Birdsong is coming in here with a stout 2.31 ERA. Total definitely sitting at 7.5. That's an incentive with Michael Lorenzo going to come out and get absolutely shelled in this game. He's got a 3-4 record, 3.76 ERA. Lorenzo's dealing with the Giants team, who's a stellar 16-8 at home, averaging 4.6 runs a game offensively, and they're 14th when it comes to home runs. I believe the Giants absolutely torch KC tonight. Let's hammer the Giants here as the bow and the arrow on the money line, baby. Odds of minus 150, baby. Launch it. Boom!
This is strictly a bounce back game here for the San Francisco Giants. Let one slip away yesterday. The Kansas City Royals continue to struggle on the offensive side. Didn't score a run until the top of the 8th inning in that one. They won that game 3-1. Strictly a bounce back game. Lorenzo on the mound. He's going to get absolutely rocked. For the Kansas City Royals, give me the San Francisco Giants money line over the Kansas City Royals for a 5% whale bet, baby. Boom!
Oh, let's go! All right, recap time, quick. Let's go. Guns money line. Take the Cubs on the money line, baby. Take the Yankees on the run line. Odds of plus 200. Parlay number 2. Take the Mariners first 5 innings. Take the Reds on the money line. Odds of plus 165. Parlay number 3. Our 3-legger. Take under 217.5 between Minnesota and OKC. Take the T-Wolves plus 7. Take the Mets on the money line. Odds of plus 570. 14 parlay. Take the Panthers on the money line. Take the Braves on the run line. Take the Athletics on the money line. Take the Blue Jays on the money line. Odds of plus 1,195. And then the bow and the arrow, the one we live and die by, baby. We're taking the Giants on the money line over the Royals. Odds of minus 150, baby. Boom! And as always, we appreciate everybody continuously tuning into the Dirty 630 show. Comments, feedbacks, all of that great stuff. If you guys aren't already subscribed to this YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. As I mentioned, we record this show Monday through Friday. We try to get it up by 1 p.m. Eastern time every single day of the week. Remember, the extra Dirty 630 show is coming this Friday. We're going to be going 7 days a week. But as always, we are DocSports.com. I am Griffin Murphy. Alongside me to my left or right is Nick Menken. The boys got to head out right now. We're going on to Docs Daily, but we appreciate everybody continuously tuning in, and we will be back in action with you guys tomorrow. So have a phenomenal day, and let's cash some tickets.